This planet looks pretty chill, I'm not gonna lie.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
Oh, hey.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty, but there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of Iziz. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square.
Nice. This planet looks really chill. I like it.
It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world.
Nice. Alright, now we got a hell of a lot of level ups to do with Mr. Mandalore here. Dude, I'm so psyched he's our companion. Like I was just saying last episode, like, Mandalorians are honestly, like, some of the freaking coolest, like, guys ever. Like, it's just, they're so cool. You know? KOTOR makes them out to be complete bastards. Look at this place. Probably the number one most frustrating thing about the KOTOR games is the lack of, is how linear the world is. I mean, yeah, you have open environments on Nar Shaddaa, but like, you can't get up close and interact with these wide buildings, these varied terrains. God, just imagine KOTOR 3 by like CD Projekt Red, like with the open world and depth of an open world that The Witcher has. Or heck, even if you look at any of BioWare's newer games, which to be fair, they're not my, to be honest, they're not my favorite open world RPG developers, obviously. Witcher 3 has that place, and they're honestly, nowadays, they come out pretty lower below that. And this game, I think, pushed the boundaries of what an RPG could do for the time it came out, but it would be so cool to be able to explore those open environments and like a full-fledged action RPG. I think we're getting a taste of that with Visceral's next Star Wars game.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone.
What's been going on here?
Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. Oh, it's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints everywhere.
Any news on the blockade?
Nothing new. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly, if I were you, friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your Starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now.
Priceless? Why?
If you want to leave the planet, you need a Starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse.
Well, gee, how convenient. I literally just walked out of the shuttle bay and he handed me one. Very rare to get. Can I go now? Actually, no, let's get a little bit of a briefing. How's the situation here in Onderon?
There's strict food and water rationing, and General Vaklu's troops have been very thorough in finding Republic dissidents. Bombing's very common.
Why are the Starport visas Oh, okay. Can I go now?
Certainly. Mind what I said about the Starport visa. I know one captain already that can't get back into the Starport.
Well, let's hope we don't run into him, because then he might try to pick a fight with us. Hey, it's got my name on it. Cool. Portmaster. Gotcha. Yeah, so if you've ever seen the Clone Wars, you're already a little bit familiar with Onderon. Because this planet is sort of marks the beginning of the Republic's efforts to establish resistance cells across the galaxy, which is incredibly ironic because those resistance cells eventually sprouted up and formed the rebellion, as you know it in Star Wars: A New Hope. So one of the first ones sprouted on Onderon. So no doubt that Dave Filoni and the show producers working on that show at the time were fans of KOTOR, and they wanted to use this setting for their show because pretty much all the events in the Onderon episodes of the Clone Wars take place in the city of Iziz, which is also kind of funny. And I made this joke a couple years ago. It's not really funny. It's just it's weird. It's the city is called Isis, and the episode arc is about terrorists taking back a city. Isis. Yeah, it's an interesting comparison. Anyway, maybe we can get a Canic pet, a Bulma. That'd be fun. Or not. I'm not really interested. Beast Rider.
Fair winds to you, Offworlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Telosian merchant?
Hello, Heath Ledger. I'm no merchant.
The winds still taste of misfortune, then. Our beasts will continue to wait in their cages.
That guy sounds like Heath Ledger. Why do you have so many beasts in cages?
These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now...
who are you?
I am the Beast Rider. I have flown great...
Okay.
We keep hoping that Ithorians or Telosians get through the Space Force's searches.
Gotcha. Tell me about the Beast Riders.
Our people have been here for centuries, though we were not always one with the wilds of Onderon. In ancient times, our people were criminals, prisoners who were cast out of Iziz and sentenced to die by the beasts in the wilds. But our ancestors learned how to survive and even tame the mighty beasts. They became our strength and companions. We fought endlessly with Iziz for resources and survival. But 2 generations ago, an Iziz princess named Galia and a great Beast Rider hero, Oron Kira, married. They united our peoples. But now things are unraveling. Even the beasts can smell it in the air.
This really makes me want to watch those Clone Wars episodes again on Onderon, because I feel like there was allusions to some of the stuff that they're talking about right now, like the Beast Riders and the Wilds and stuff like that, and some of the ancestry of Onderon, which would make this game canon. Not really. It doesn't necessarily mean this game is canon. It just means this game established source material. The show used. The show became canon. So, how are things unraveling?
Many Beast Riders have fallen in the city ways, and some are now no more than common thugs. Queen Talia and her cousin General Vaklu argue in open councils. The beasts stir from the changes in the wind and cannot be calmed, and we Beast Riders find it harder to enter the city each day.
Is it hard to enter the city? Why does Telos want your beasts? Your beasts seem restless. Okay. I'll be going now. Very interesting. You know what? I feel like there's a quest opportunity that we missed there. Hold on. Appears too traumatized to speak with you. What the heck?
Calm.
Wait.
What?
Oh, shit.
Run! The Boma is out of control!
Uh-oh, we're gonna have to stop. We're gonna have to save him. Alright. Listen here, buddy. I'm a beast tamer, alright? I'm about to be a beast tamer. Let me just stun you. Let me just run at you. That didn't do anything. Jeez. Oh, man, I still gotta level up Mandalore? What the heck? I forgot to do that. Crap.
I don't know what to say. I have heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders, or simply tales that grow in the telling. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in.
What stories are you talking about?
The beasts grow more agitated by the day. The stories say that the smoldering fires of city politics cast a smoke they can smell and breathe. They revert to their primal instincts, as you've just seen. When they get that way, not even a skilled beast rider can control them. As soon as I leave here, I will talk with my family. There is much to be discussed.
Thank you for the credits, but they aren't necessary.
Please keep them. It salves the shame my beast's behavior has brought me.
I'll be going now.
Something you need.
Alright, let me level up Mandalore here since I keep putting that off. That was an interesting encounter. That was a nice little introduction to stuff on Onderon. But let me level up this guy. Alright, we've done hella upgrading on Mandalore here. Like, literally a ton of shit was upgraded on him. He's very equipped to handle situations now. Way more than before. And I was able to upgrade an incredible amount of abilities with him. To the point where I was like, I did not even, I've never gotten to this point in any of my other characters. I've been able to upgrade like all their combat abilities and run out of things to upgrade on his tree. Like, by the end of the game, if we still use him, like, we'll be dumping things onto this guy that we won't even need. You know, like, so he's very equipped, and I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so we got some ninja-looking guys over here, Onderon soldiers. We got Margar. Let's talk to Margar. You, come here. You are weak and scrawny without any powerful weapon. My powerful weapons and defenses. Special sale just for you. What do you have? What do you know about Iziz? Everything turning to soap heap here. Military is very bad. The Queen rules here, but many of our troops are more loyal to General Vaku. Evil man, he won't let me sell my goods in Iziz. But how can you stop bad people without repeating blasters and energy shields? An Aqualish merchant? Shouldn't he be roughing up some Bith for a few credits? Not all Aqualish do such things. Besides, Bith are hard to come by. Me, I make credits by selling things people need for violence. And Iziz is in great need of weapons, armor, and more. That was a really I shouldn't have said that. That was a really racist comment. You know what? There needs to be a video. Okay, so a lot of video games, not a lot, but the idea of a light side, dark side system in video games, or like a morality system, it's not an original idea anymore in games. What would be original, and someone correct me if there's a game that has this, but a racism scale where your actions, your tendency to kill certain people, or genders or anything, or how you interact with other genders or stuff in an RPG or just an open world game, has like, sets you on a racism scale and determines if you have a preference towards killing, like, I mean, that would be an amazing way to stir up like some incredible controversy, but think about the social implications of that for the game we're playing. They might stop and think, wait a minute, am I racist? Like, maybe at least a little bit, or maybe they want to roleplay it. I don't know. Just an idea. If someone can correct me in the comments below. Now, like, I'm saying it's a great idea. I'm just saying that'd be an interesting idea to incorporate in something. What do you know about Iziz? Everything turning to... Okay, I already asked that, actually. What do you have for sale? Things not allowed inside the city. Stupid Onderonians can't see needs for my weapons. People need goods to defend themselves. But see, my goods are banned, so all these killing implements are sitting here unused. Will you get special sale for Margar's misfortune? I'll see what you got in stock. Alright, so I definitely need to sell some things. So I'm going to take another moment here to sell some of that stuff. Alright, I think I'm good to go there. Actually, no, hold on. Alright, the guy didn't really have much of anything worth getting in stock, so I just sold a bunch of stuff. I just showed a bunch of stuff. No, I just sold a bunch of things, basically. Onderon soldier.
General Vaklu was an underground resistance leader during the Mandalorian occupation. He's a real hero.
Reminds me of the NPC voices in The Witcher 1. Those guys were interesting. What is it? They just said a lot of interesting things. That's all I'll say. Alright, let's talk to these guys. These guys look like they're trying to hold down the fort.
Halt, off-worlder.
Yeah.
You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on Iziz?
None of your business. I don't think my business is any concern of yours.
I don't think your business is any concern of mine.
Feels
While
good,
you're
man.
at it, tell him to forget he ever saw us. Could be useful.
Be careful. Affecting minds in such a way leaves traces and makes echoes in the Force. It may reveal our presence before we are ready.
Not only is your business not my concern, I can't seem to remember why I'm holding you up.
I've answered all your questions to your satisfaction. Now let me pass. You have no need to ever question me again about anything. You let me go my business and forget you ever saw me. There we go.
You should probably go about your business, whoever you are. Oh, don't lose your Starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Wonderful. Feels good. Alright, I don't know what she meant by ripples. Seems like a very gimmicky way to go, hey, that's a good way to reveal yourself to the enemies, but I don't feel like anything we do is going to prevent that anyway, so... yeah.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for Iziz Khan.
Journalism quests.
You're a Republic spy.
My
your
favorite.
propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, ma'am, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
I'm not getting involved, soldier. What's going on? Do you have some sort of warrant?
A warrant? General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military broad authority to detain and question anyone suspected of treasonous activity. It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave Iziz or go underground.
That is so dumb. A journalist would be a poor cover for a spy. They're not well known for their discretion.
This is just because I try and expose the web of lies that...
Enough out of you! Perhaps this traitor is more of an agent provocateur, sent by the Republic to sow dissent in our ranks.
So now we're using French terminology in a KOTOR game. Do you have any proof of any sort?
That is classified military information.
In other words, you don't. You have the wrong man, don't you? You're violating this man's rights. Should I? Let me try it.
I have the wrong man. Yes, you heard me right. We have the wrong guy, so let him go. But watch it, both of you. If I hear even a hint you're up to something, I'm coming back.
The Force is often effective in settling such matters.
I don't know how to thank you. I'm getting out of Iziz now. Eventually they'll come back for me. After that, I have a feeling no one will hear from me again. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'd like to talk to this guy, but I guess, no, he's gonna go, so... yeah, we're gonna abuse Force Persuade on this planet. You watch. Oh man, who's this guy?
I'm Captain Galisi, Off-Worlder. If you want to pass here, I'll need to see your Starport visa.
Here's my visa. Here's my visas. She's with me in my party, but that's not what you want, I know. Here you go.
Everything seems in order. You're cleared to go.
Oh, they're going now. Why would we... okay. Is there a point where we're going to lose our visa? That's the only thing I can really think of. I mean, obviously, yeah, they want to simulate the idea that this is a checkpointed planet. Because it is. You know, this is like a war zone, kind of. But, like... It's like... they're setting us up for us to lose it, I think. So... another beast. What if this guy's a beast rider? We're about to find out.
You have the look of someone used to adversity. A cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open Starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open Starport visa. You won't find a better deal.
Sounds valuable. Certainly someone will pay more. What can you...
I only know of one person who might offer something comparable. And what's going on there is illegal. I'm a legitimate trader, so there's no risk. There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. She's trouble. I wouldn't deal with her.
Who is she?
I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with that sort of person, you'll have to figure it out on your own.
Okay, can we talk about something else?
No, I don't think so. It's really very simple. We don't have anything more to talk about, unless you get an extra visa.
Okay, so this guy wants to will pay me for a Starport visa, but that means we had to either give up the one we have or find a new one. So, noted.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open Starport visa?
I jinxed myself. I said we're gonna lose it. We're not gonna lose it. It's just we're gonna be given all these opportunities to give it up. So, gosh. What do you mean?
My husband was killed by General Vaklu's troops. Our home was seized, and we were cast out. We have seen many wars on Iziz, and I know war is coming. I want to spare my children from bloodshed.
War's coming. How do you know war's coming? You should watch Game of Thrones, that's how.
The military is divided. Some supporting the Queen, others supporting General Vaklu. Their arguments over seceding from the Republic become angrier and more public every day. General Vaklu has said that if the Queen doesn't rule with the consent of the people, she has no right to the throne. Things could get bloody.
Tell me the truth.
My husband, he was part of the Iziz Council. He was a strong supporter of the Queen and the Republic. His views weren't always popular. Over time, he became convinced that Vaklu was trying to kill Queen Talia. He tried to kill Vaklu. To protect the Queen. The conspiracy was discovered, and he was shot during the arrest. What he did was wrong, and our life has been so difficult since then. I just want to get off this planet and start a new life. Please, help us. No one else will.
I'll see what I can do. Alright, so we need extra visas, so we got this one guy who's gonna sell us. Why don't we just, I brought Visas along. Hey you, hey. Why don't you offer yourself, your name is Visas. Just talk to everybody, make everyone happy, you know? Anyway, defense turrets, that doesn't seem like a good sign. Inactive at the moment. Not until we have to run out of Onderon getting shot at. Not like that's gonna happen, but you know, it's there for a reason, so never expect it not to happen, you know. Never say never, is what I meant to say. So we got 2 opportunities right now, which means we have to find 2 extra Starport visas. So this is gonna be, I'm not letting go of the one I have. You know, I mean, maybe we can make do without it, but we'll see. We'll see for now. Right now I'm gonna hold on to it and see what I can do for these other people. The woman comes first.
Today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special commendation for Colonel Tobin due to his brilliant command of our armada in the skies above Onderon. Without him, Lord Dashiell said, the Republic attack would surely have done more damage. Tobin is one of Iziz's greatest heroes and deserves recognition.
Well, that's interesting. Too bad I survived. ISIS citizen.
We're gonna have to find another source of cheap fuel now that Paragus is gone.
Looks like Donald Glover. Yo, come back. Come back, Donald Glover. Alright, that's fine. It's alright, you just got a movie to be in, or a show, or an album to record, or a stand-up to record, or an interview, or something. Donald Glover is like has to be the busiest man in entertainment. Like, just in the variety of things that he does, and how good he's at, and how good he is at doing all of them too. Like, that's interesting. Alright, Captain Riken.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you?
Why are there so many beast cages around?
Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Iziz.
Seems like a very odd industry to come out of the woodwork in the context of this game compared to other things, but I mean, it's a video game. They want to focus on that specific part of the world, and it's kind of cool. What's that tower?
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Iziz is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city. Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders.
What's a Drexel?
A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them years ago.
Can you tell me about the Beast Riders? The Beast Riders aren't your enemies anymore. What happened?
About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia
Oh
married
yeah,
one
we
of
know
the-
about this.
By the end of
Beast
it,
Wars.
Gallia
Whoa.
was crowned queen.
That's a Transformers reference. After all that time you just made up, are you still allies?
It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Iziz. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who know better than thugs.
I'll be going now.
Stay out of trouble.
Wait, I feel like
Back
there's
again, Off-Worlder?
more that this guy has to tell me. I'm sure you have a Starport visa. There are a lot of soldiers around.
These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements.
Could you tell me about the troubles?
I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it.
Gotcha. How did you get in trouble?
Times are too complex for a simple soldier like myself. Sometimes I made the mistake of answering questions honestly. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times and it's not long before you're a civilian.
What else can I talk to you about what's going on in Iziz?
The politics of the day is probably the most talked about subject in the city, and everyone wants to share their particular view of what's going on. Opinions are like Gizka around here. They breed like mad.
And they fill up your freaking ship. And you need to kill them. But you can't kill them because they're too cute. So you get Gizkas in your ship for the rest of the game. Except political opinions are not cute. There's nothing cute about a political opinion. In fact, it's kind of disgusting. How do you get in trouble? Can we talk about something else? I'll be going now.
Stay out of trouble.
Alright, that guy's neat. Hopefully we have something to do to come back to him. That guy was really cool. He's really chill. Would not mind working with him again. Alright, what do we got over here? Gegorin.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right?
Alright, Shaki-chan. I live in Iziz. What do you think? No, yes, I am.
But this is good news. You have a Starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here.
This guy is really nervous. I'd like to see your stock. He said he has weapons he'll only be willing to sell us. But we can't view them. Even though he's got some other neat looking armor here. Kind of. Crystal. I need lightsaber parts, but no one has them. I just have to find them, you know? Alright, so that guy's on edge because he's trying to sell illegal weapons, but he wants a Starport visa in exchange. He wants off... Everyone wants off this planet, but they can't. You know, they can't get off. Tame Boma. Appears restless. Gotcha. What's over here? Just an enclosed building. There's a lot of stuff going on in the HK droids. Fuck me, man. I'm not going to dock those guys yet. Not yet. Let's wander around a little bit more. What's going on over here? We got some 2 citizens.
I can't believe that the Republic assaulted our space forces. Forget about secession. We should declare war.
General Vaklu is royalty too. I know a lot of people that wish he was king.
That voice actress for that girl didn't know how to break her lines, but that's okay.